Symptoms for clinical depression. To me, depression is not wanting to do anything. Nothing is worth your time. It's pretty much just being really sad or almost lazy to someone else. But to you, you just feel like you can't do anything. It almost feels like you can't move or something. Charles, 13. Clinical depression affects each person so differently it can be difficult to diagnose, especially in adolescence. As a teenager, you are almost expected to be moody and unhappy, and the symptoms of depression are very similar to the symptoms of adolescent moodiness. What makes it even harder to diagnose is that each person's symptoms are different. One person may sleep a lot while another doesn't sleep at all. Some people will eat more and some will refuse to eat. Some people will be very tearful and feeling sad all the time, while others don't feel anything. They can participate in activities but have no feeling about them. There are 3 characteristics that most doctors look for when they diagnose someone with depression. They are persistence, your sadness lasts longer than 2 weeks, pervasiveness, you have all or most of the symptoms listed on page 51, and functional impairment, you are unable to manage your day-to-day life. I think that depression is not only being sad and crying and stuff, it's more not being able to be happy. You may be having fun and laughing and stuff, but you're never totally happy. It's like there's a base missing, like something has fallen out. There's always this hole in your happiness that's making everything kind of screwed up. Claire, 17. Even now, I have no ambition about anything. Everything either doesn't interest me or only interests me a little bit. I don't want anything. I am sure it has to do with the depression. I'm just not passionate about anything. Isabel, 22. I think depression is the overall avoidance of everyday things and a lack of motivation to go on and do the things you want to do and have the relationships you want to have. That's what it is to me. The overall emptiness and sadness that you feel and the lack of desire. Simon, 21. The symptoms of clinical depression are related to specific things, including sleeping and eating and feeling. Any changes in your feelings, behavior, or eating habits that last more than 2 weeks may be a sign that you are depressed. Get out of the camera. Some signs of depression: sadness, irritability, not able to have fun, spending less time with friends, sleeping too much or too little, loss of appetite or increased in appetite, loss of energy, difficulty concentrating, low self-esteem, frequent thoughts of death/suicide. Warning: any thoughts or talk of suicide must be taken seriously. If you are feeling suicidal, you must find someone to talk to now. If your friend is talking about suicide, you need to get the help of an adult right away. This is not something you should deal with on your own. Don't keep it to yourself, or even if your friend has asked you not to tell anyone. Better to have an angry friend than a dead one. Don't keep it a secret. I honestly felt scared that if I got out of bed and went to school, something really bad would happen. Not that I would get injured but that I would feel emotionally hurt by something somehow. I can remember certain times when I was just scared of everything. I was scared of dying and scared of living. I had times of uncontrollable crying. I couldn't stop. I wasn't crying about anything specific, just overall terrible feelings. Simon 21. You keep your eyes open when you're depressed so you can spot anything that's wrong against you. Then you go, see that they are on his side. Life is unfair, and you point out anything you wouldn't normally notice. Ella 12. When I am depressed, I don't talk much. I just listen to everyone else. I get restless and can't stay in one place for too long. I continuously change my mind about what I need to be doing to distract myself, but usually nothing works, so I get reclusive. Isabel 22. When I'm depressed, I feel mad and always try to launch my anger and depression towards something else or someone else in some cases. You can really tell when your mood changes somehow. You feel there's something inside you that you need to let out because you can't handle it anymore. It's a feeling sort of like a sick feeling because you really want to act and behave normally, but there's something that's bothering you, and you just have to launch it at someone or something. Victor 18.